How important is it to learn cinematography if you want to tell a great story? Learning cinematography is incredibly important if you want to tell a story visually, whether you're creating a film, a short video, or even a photograph. Cinematography is the backbone of visual storytelling. It shapes how a story is experienced and felt by the audience. Here are several reasons why cinematography is essential to storytelling. Number 1. Establishing mood and atmosphere. The way you light a scene, the colors you choose, and the angles at which you frame your subjects directly affect the emotional tone of the story. For example, soft, diffused lighting might create a sense of calm or nostalgia, while harsh, high-contrast lighting could build tension or convey danger. In The Godfather, the use of shadows and lighting plays a huge role in emphasizing the moral ambiguity of the characters, heightening the tension without saying a word. Number 2. Guiding the audience's focus. Cinematography helps direct the viewer's attention to specific elements within a frame. This is achieved through techniques like composition, framing, and depth of field. For example, a shallow depth of field can isolate a character, highlighting their emotional state, while a wide shot can place the character in a larger context, showing their relationship to their environment. Think of how, in Schindler's List, the red coat of a little girl stands out in an otherwise black and white world, drawing the audience's focus to the innocence and loss of life during the Holocaust. Number 3. Enhancing storytelling through movement. The way a camera moves, whether it's a slow pan, a fast tracking shot, or a static shot, can tell the audience more about the pacing, emotion, or significance of a moment. A tracking shot that follows a character's movement can create a sense of urgency, as seen in Children of Men, where long takes immerse viewers in the action and make them feel the tension and chaos. A steady, controlled shot can create a sense of calm or introspection, such as the calm but heavy pacing in films like Lost in Translation. Number 4. Creating symbolism and subtext. Cinematography allows for the use of visual metaphors and symbols that add layers of meaning to the story. A well-placed object, a certain color palette, or a repeated visual motif can convey deeper subtext or themes without relying on dialogue. In Blade Runner 2049, the use of neon lights and the constant presence of rain add to the dystopian atmosphere and reinforce themes of loneliness, technology, and the search for meaning. Number 5. Communicating character and emotion. The way you shoot a character can reveal a lot about their personality, state of mind, and emotional journey. A close-up shot can show intimate details, focusing on a character's facial expression to convey deep emotion. In contrast, a wide shot may place a character in an environment, showing how they interact with their surroundings or emphasizing their isolation. In The Silence of the Lambs, the close-up shots of Hannibal Lecter during his conversations with Clarice Starling make him feel intimidating and alien, enhancing his psychological dominance in the story. Number 6. Building visual style and identity. Cinematography is also a way to develop a unique visual style that defines your storytelling voice. Directors like Wes Anderson, with his symmetrical compositions and pastel color palettes, or Quentin Tarantino, with his dynamic angles and long takes, have created signature styles that are immediately recognizable. Your approach to cinematography can become a key part of how your story is perceived, influencing the audience's engagement with the narrative. Number 7. Telling a story without words. One of the most powerful aspects of cinematography is its ability to tell a story without using any dialogue. Through visuals alone, you can convey action, conflict, emotions, and themes. Films like WALL-E, which uses minimal dialogue and relies on expressive animation and cinematography, prove that great stories can be told visually. Now let's talk about expanding your cinematographic vision, techniques to master. As you continue to explore visual storytelling through cinematography, it's essential to understand the specific techniques that make a difference in how your story is communicated. These techniques can transform an ordinary scene into something that resonates emotionally with the audience. Number 1. Lighting, the sculptor of emotion. Key light, fill light, and backlight. These three basic lighting elements shape the mood of a scene. Key light is the main source of illumination and defines the mood. A harsh key light might create deep shadows, suggesting danger or tension, while a soft key light evokes a more gentle, romantic tone. Fill light softens shadows created by the key light, balancing the image. Too much fill light can flatten the image, while too little can enhance dramatic tension. Backlight adds depth to the frame and can create silhouettes, which is great for scenes that are shrouded in mystery or heightened emotional impact. Example: in No Country for Old Men, the stark lighting choices, such as the dimly lit landscapes and interiors, mirror the bleak, suspenseful tone of the story. Number 2. Color as storytelling. Color is not only about visual aesthetics, it's a powerful tool for evoking emotions and defining characters. Warm colors, reds, yellows, oranges, are often associated with warmth, passion, or danger. Cool colors, blues, greens, can evoke feelings of calm, sadness, or isolation. Desaturated colors often signal bleakness, despair, or dystopian worlds, while vibrant colors may indicate hope, joy, or magic. Example: in American Beauty, the recurring use of red, in the roses, the clothing, the lighting, subtly ties into themes of beauty, desire, and the underlying tension within suburban life. Number 3. Framing and composition, telling a story within the frame rule of thirds, dividing the frame into thirds, both horizontally and vertically, and placing key elements along these lines or at their intersections creates balance and visual interest. Symmetry and asymmetry. Symmetry creates a sense of stability or order, while asymmetry can suggest imbalance or chaos. Both can be used to enhance the psychological state of characters. Leading lines. Use natural lines in the environment, like roads, railings, or architectural elements, to lead the viewer's eye to the focal point of the scene. This technique subtly guides the audience and can be used to represent a character's journey or emotional arc. Example: in The Grand Budapest Hotel, Wes Anderson's meticulous use of symmetry, color, and framing reflects the film's whimsical yet tragic undertones. Number 4. Camera movement, bringing the story to life. The way the camera moves within a scene is a language of its own. Camera movement can immerse the audience, amplify tension, or reflect the character's emotional state. Tracking shots, moving the camera with the subject creates a sense of immersion, pulling the audience into the action. The famous tracking shot in Goodfellas, following Henry Hill through the restaurant, establishes the rhythm and excitement of the character's life. Dolly in/dolly out, moving the camera closer to, or away from, a character or object can intensify the emotional focus of a moment. In Jaws, a slow zoom into the protagonist's face before the first shark attack builds tension. Handheld camera ***, a shaky, unsteady shot can increase the feeling of realism or anxiety, as seen in the Blair Witch Project or Children of Men during high-action scenes. Camera movement can be a character in itself, often conveying emotions and subtext without the need for dialogue. Number 5. The power of the close-up. Close-ups are one of the most effective ways to draw the audience's attention to subtle emotions and details. Close-up shots of a character's face can reveal more than words ever could. A slight twitch of an eye or a trembling lip can convey deep fear, guilt, or love, inviting the audience to connect on an intimate level. Example: in The Silence of the Lambs, the close-up shots of Hannibal Lecter's face are chilling because they reveal a calm, calculating demeanor, adding layers of complexity to his character. Number 6. Long takes and slow motion, building intensity. A continuous shot without cuts creates a sense of realism and immersion. Long takes are often used in tense moments or to draw out drama. The famous long take in Children of Men draws the audience into the chaotic, dire environment of the film, heightening the urgency. Slow motion can make a fleeting moment feel monumental. Whether it's a fight, a kiss, or a pivotal action scene, slowing down time allows the audience to focus on the details and absorb the significance of the moment. Example: the slow-motion shots in The Matrix during the bullet-dodging scene create a sense of surreal control, turning an ordinary action into something extraordinary. Something you should always keep in mind: incorporating cinematography into your own storytelling. As you begin to apply these cinematographic techniques to your own stories, it's important to remember that cinematography is about intentionality. Every shot, every movement, every detail should serve the greater narrative and emotional journey of the story. Whether you're working on a short film, a music video, or even a social media clip, these techniques can elevate your storytelling and make it more engaging. Number 1. Plan your shots. Before shooting, take time to plan how you want to tell your story visually. Create a storyboard or shot list to map out how each scene will unfold, and how you want your audience to feel at each moment. Even if you're working on a smaller scale, think about the shots you choose. A close-up or wide shot can drastically change how a scene is perceived. Number 2. Experiment with lighting. Lighting can completely alter the tone of a scene. Play with different setups to create various moods. Try shooting with natural light, the experiment with artificial lighting. Practice using shadows to add mystery or emphasize drama. Number 3. Observe and analyze. Watch films with a critical eye. Study how cinematographers use different techniques to tell the story. Take notes on how they frame characters, use lighting, and move the camera. Apply what you observe to your own work. Number 4. Embrace the emotion of the moment. Cinematography is at its most powerful when it's used to support the emotional core of your story. Every shot should work in service of conveying that emotion. Whether it's the intimacy of a quiet moment or the thrill of an action-packed sequence, use cinematography to enhance the experience. Conclusion: cinematography is the art of showing, not just telling. To tell a story effectively, cinematography provides the visual language that brings your narrative to life. It's about creating a sensory experience that resonates with your audience, allowing them to feel the emotional weight of your characters and themes without relying on dialogue alone. As you master cinematographic techniques, you gain the tools to communicate with your audience on a deeper, more visceral level. Whether you're working with a camera or telling a story through another medium, cinematography enhances your ability to captivate, immerse, and move those who experience your story. Ladies and gentlemen, did you like this work? Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it, and above all leave your comments as a way to support the work we are doing. Thank you very much.